We left off at me painting matte 68 gravel, which is combat green to me, under the tank. It's not what you're supposed to use, according to the colour chart, but because they're Airfix, are probably for humble. Yeah, they're humble, 50p, 113, 158. Normally you can tear these apart, but one or two times that I've teared them apart, they've actually ripped the track, so I just cut them now with a blade, just to be sure. Okay. No, I'll cut these bits off first. So we're now going to do the black. I have the blacks, matte blacks, in the Revel paints in the army painter. No, it's war paints. No, but army painter. But I see, because these wheels are buried inside this, can't really see them. I just use cheap acrylics. Just makes sense to sieve your paints. And then you can varnish them. Make sure it protects the cheaper paint. I want to mix the acrylics too lightly. God, damn wheels are small. Oh, that's a lot of glue. Too small. I wonder they didn't put them wheels onto the actual suspension itself. Weird. Would have been a lot easier, I suppose, but then gives a challenge to the model maker. There's me cat, Fanta. Whenever I'm sitting quietly or doing anything, he can't have that. He has to come over and chat to you. One thing about model building and painting, it's very meditative. I reckon it's pretty good for your blood pressure. A, having a hobby, keep your mind focused, and B, you have to concentrate and also relax while you're doing it. So if any of you boys out there in that world, you don't know if you're coming or going or what day it is, get yourself a hobby. Doesn't matter what it is. It's good for the mind to focus on something else outside of yourself. Sometimes you can get lost in there, especially with this younger generation. The amount of rubbish you have to deal with. These people playing gods online, messing with your heads. In my day, them people were just pushed aside, called head melters. Be on your way, son. Nowadays they have a footprint on the internet. Talk about every piece of wild conspiracy and bull crap. Having a hobby can push your mind somewhere else. Get them in a hobby shop. And I think I got them. Look at that. Pounds for big acrylics. I get normally grey, white and black because they're good for base coating if you want to make up a grey, if you're doing a lot of terrain, if you're building hills, houses and stuff. Right, what I normally used to do was build a model. I never really painted on the sprue until I started watching all the videos of the guys doing it, making it out that it was easier, which it is easier. But when it comes to gluing your pieces all together, you're gluing it on top of the paint. So word of warning is if you're using cheap acrylics and then you're gluing it, you've got to worry about the fact that it mightn't take to the acrylic and come apart. Mind you, it hasn't happened to me, so yet. Oh my god, there's so many moving parts, there's so many weeds. I can seriously say this mixed to a half track for the amount of wheels. It's going to be a challenge. You'll see all these tiny sticky wheels. I prefer to stick to your hand than to the model. The fruits of intermittent fasting. A lot of people would be, why bother at your age? No. Don't want people carrying a big fat coffin. It's not fair. Plus the health benefits. Okay, so wheels, suspension, my God, so many bloody wheels. The tracks. I always miss one or two things. But really, you're only putting a base coat on. You're going to paint them all up again. Yeah, it was like an airplane taking off. What the hell? I'll do 1410 or 1212, depending. Weekends 1212, during the week 1410. That's the amount of hours. So 14 hours not eating, and eating within your 10-hour window. I normally have 2 meals, big giant meal, and then snacks. And the snacks would consist of peanuts. Well, not peanuts, nuts in general, mixed nuts. Okay, I think that'll do me for now. I'm not going to paint the tracks up yet. I'm going to leave them to the end, because the paint can sort of harden up the rubber track when you're putting it onto your model. So you're best probably leaving that to the end. Alright, thanks for watching. See you in part 3 when I build it.